I'm Dr. Jeffrey Alexander Jr. I am the Director of Outreach and Enrollment Services here at Cuesta College. I received my BA in Communication with an emphasis in nonprofit business from California State University, Channel Islands. I received my Master's of Arts in Education from Ashford University in Clinton, Iowa. And I got my doctorate in Educational Leadership from Fresno State. Somebody who inspired me is Robert. And Robert was a homeless man who struggled with drug addiction. So you would think he inspired me because I don't want to be homeless or a drug addict. But he inspired me because he was the biggest cheerleader in our neighborhood. Whenever he found out I did something good in school, did something good on the basketball court, he was the #1 cheerleader. He always rooted for me. So it was the inspiration he gave me and the confidence he gave me that really let me know that I was destined to be a little bit more than just the average guy growing up in the inner city. And then of course there were teachers along the way. My middle school teacher, Ronald Williams, instead of kicking me out like other teachers would do because I played around a little bit too much, he would pull me to the side and just give me positive affirmation about how talented of a student I really was and the potential that I had if I just honed in my energy a little bit better. I realized I had a passion for inspiring others in higher education way before I actually started pursuing that passion. I was about 20 years old. At Cal State Channel Islands, the director of outreach called me one morning and told me she had a group of middle schoolers that she wanted me to talk to. From that conversation, it led to us developing a program called LEAP, which is Leaders in Education Awareness Program, which still is active today at Cal State Channel Islands. Every Friday, we would bring kids between kindergarten and 8th grade to campus. We would talk about college enrollment steps. We would give them campus tours. We would play around with them throughout the day. It was those Fridays that really showed me that by inspiring people younger than me to go to college, I was actually making a change and a difference. So how do I ensure that I am having a positive impact on students at Cuesta College? Really, my impact starts before students even get here. It's when I'm in the high schools. It's even when I'm at farmers market on Thursdays. Whenever I engage with a student, as long as I am positive, I am open and honest, I am inclusive in my language, and I am showing them that there is a friendly face at Cuesta and that we can help them fulfill their dreams. So when I actually see them on campus, I know that positive interaction already started having an impact on their time here at Cuesta. Hands down, what I enjoy most about working at Cuesta is when I'm walking across the campus and a student stops me and they tell me that they remember me from either their high school, an event we did, or sometime I'm in the community talking to them, because that lets me know that whatever I did or whatever we provided was good enough and inspired them enough to come to Cuesta. Representation for students is so important because without representation, I wouldn't be doing this video today. At the end of my freshman year, I was on the verge of dropping out of school. Actually, I wasn't on the verge. I was about to drop out of school. Until Dr. Trey Cotton, my mentor, who's like a big brother to me, stopped me from going home that summer. Now, every time I tell this story, people say, how did he stop you from going home? Well, every day for about 9 months, I would see this man, and he would tell me to come to his office just to have a conversation. Completely refused. So one day he stopped asking. He just simply said, come to my office. So I followed. He navigated the landmine that I was placing in front of him to get to the real answer that I was getting ready to drop out. I had a 1.29. I was one of a handful of black students on campus. And when I say handful, I mean a handful. And I was ready to go home. But he wouldn't let me. He gave me a summer job. He put me in contact with 3 other black men, Dr. Morton, Dr. Sawyer, and Dr. Adams. It was the first time that I've interacted with black men who were doctors. It was because of those 4 black men and their representation on campus, where I was always the only one in the classroom or in a given space where they provided me confidence, they provided me support, and they let me know that I can be successful if I continue to persevere and push through. And without that representation, I guarantee you, if those 4 men were white, I probably wouldn't have listened. For students having a difficult time and thinking of giving up, I want you to think about something someone I admire mentioned to me once before. Dr. Mike Marion once told me, if you think excellence is expensive, wait until you get the bill for mediocrity. So what that meant to me was, although this time I'm going through is difficult, it's hard, it's stressful, it might even hurt. If I continue to persevere, push through this moment of time, the benefits of pushing through will be greater than what I was going through.